So then you're going to decide if it's parallel or perpendicular. Do you see I've underlined some words here? If it's parallel, I'm going to keep the slope the same, right? If it's perpendicular, what am I going to do to the slope? Yep, so I'm going to take the opposite and take the reciprocal, okay? So I'm going to write here, find the slope of the given line, use or change for your new line. So you're going to use it if it's parallel, because if they're parallel it should be the same, right? You're going to change it if it's perpendicular for your new line. And then number 3, you are going to write an equation, and your equation will have a form y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. Okay, so let's take a look at number 1. I give you a line. What's the equation of the line that I give you? Y equals, what's the equation of the line that I give you in number 1?
5, 2.
So I want an equation for a line that contains the point -2, 3 and is parallel to this line. So I am going to find the slope of the given line. What is the slope of this given line? 5 over 2. Number 2, I am going to use or change it for my new line. Well, if I want my line to be parallel, am I going to use it or am I going to change it? You're going to change it?
Use it.
Why use it?
Because when you're doing parallel lines, both always is
Correct. So if I'm doing parallel line, that means my line, no matter what point it goes through, I know its slope. Its slope is going to be 5 over 2. Okay, so now I'm going to use the slope and the point I'm given, and I'm going to put it in point slope line form. Excuse me, point slope form. So I'm going to write y minus, what am I going to put in that spot?
3.
Y minus 3 equals 5 over 2, parentheses,
-2
x,
minus 2 plus 2.
x minus a -2 or x plus 2. Okay, now in most of these I say to rewrite in slope-intercept form, so that just means to, how do I get that to slope-intercept form? Yep, let's distribute. So I'm going to distribute, let's see, 5 halves x, 5 halves times 2, if you want to think of it as 2 over 1, what's 5 halves times 2?
5.
And then I get y alone, so what should I do to both sides? Add 3. Y equals 5 over 2x plus 8. So this is an equation of a line that's parallel to that line. Notice, do they have the same slope? Yep, different line, y-intercepts, same slope though. Alright, now, notice, does this look familiar? Same equation, but now I want you to write one that is perpendicular. Okay, so what is the slope of this line? 5 over 2. Am I going to use it or am I going to change it for my new line? I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to be opposite reciprocal. So what would that be? negative 2 over 5. Okay, now I'm going to write an equation. So start me off. Y minus 3 equals negative 2/5 parentheses x plus 2. Okay. So let's put it in slope-intercept form. Remember, this can be 2 over 1. So I have negative 2/5 x. Negative 2/5 times 2 is negative 4/5. Agreed? If I multiply? Okay. Last step. What do I have to do? Add 3. I'm going to change it to 3 over 1.
Thank you.
How am I going to add negative 4/5 to 3 over 1? What should I do? What should I multiply 3 by? 5 over 5? What is 5 over 5?
4.
Yep. So I'm doing a common denominator. Do you see that? All right. So don't I have negative 4/5 plus 15/5? What is negative 4 plus 15? Isn't that 11? Okay. So final answer, y equals negative 2/5 x. When I add these together, that's a 15. I get negative 4 plus 15 is 11/5. So plus 11/5. Alrighty. So on the next one, I have to do a little bit of work to find the slope. Because the first thing I said is find the slope of the given line. On these ones, it's right in there. How would I find the slope?
You're doing 3x over negative 2y.
Okay, so I'm going to move the negative 3x to the other side. So now I have, let's see, 2y equals negative 3x plus 7. And then, okay, stop. Then I do what?
5 by 2.
So now I really don't care about the y-intercept, I really just care about this number here, because isn't this number here the slope? Okay, so the slope of a line that's parallel is going to be what? Yeah, I know, I'm not answering the question yet. If the line is parallel to this, it's going to be negative 3/2. But if it's perpendicular, it should be positive 2 over 3. Okay, what do I ask you to do in example 3?
Write the equation of the line and change it to perpendicular.
Okay, so for perpendicular, I need to change it. I'm going to change it to positive 2 over 3. All right, here we go. So, I am going to write y minus 2 equals 2 over 3 parentheses let's distribute. We have 2/3 x. Alright, if it helps you, let's put this over 1. If I multiplied these fractions together, 2/3 times 6 over 1, wouldn't I get 12 over 3? And what is 12 over 3? 4. Okay. So, what I have then is, I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Are you all okay with me doing that? I have y equals 2/3 x. We agreed that this was minus 4 plus 2 minus 2. Okay. I've already done most of the work for number 4 because I already found the slope of this line. What's the slope of the line parallel going to be?
Oh.
This is the line I gave you. It should be, what, the same or different? The same. Okay. Would you please write the point slope form that goes through 6-2? Okay, check in. Is this what you got for your point slope form? So let's convert it to slope intercept form. I have negative 3/2 x. Negative times negative makes a positive 18/2. What is 18/2? 9. Okay. Then I add 2 to both sides. Y equals negative 3/2 x plus 9 plus 2 would be plus 11.